Welcome to the Illinois podcast. This is episode, oh my gosh, we can start driving now. Episode 16. I am with my beautiful co-host, my wife, Neha. Neha, how you doing today, babe?
I'm doing great. How are you, Joe?
Better because I'm with you, obviously. Honey, if they want to get a hold of us, how do they do so?
Well, they can go to our website, theillinois.com. They can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and TikTok.
Nice. Well, we are happy to keep moving on. You might notice something a little bit different. I'm wearing this shirt. Didn't wear it before. No. We're back and we're better than before because we kind of felt like there was a little lag. And we were like, bye lag. You know what I mean? We're like, let's get back. And I'd rather be next to my wife anyways if I'm doing anything. So,
back streets back. All right.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, we're back and, I already look better in this, because anyway, the NFL draft actually was completed, as we know. And, your husband being a Bears fan, was kind of happy, and
it's kind of what was expected. So we were pretty happy.
Yeah. And what was that? Like, what happened right away?
Caleb Williams was drafted.
Hey. Caleb Williams. Hey, Caleb Williams.
Yeah, we're looking at a pretty awesome quarterback for the Bears.
Hey.
Maybe the second best in the league. Prediction.
Oh, wow. Not right away. I mean, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert. Like, there's a couple guys I'd take over our guy right now.
In a year or two,
hey,
I mean.
Yes, hopefully. Every Bears fan. And you're wearing some Bears gear. Little talent scout. Talent scout. What up? Yes, she's a talent scout. For sure. So
I had this shirt before I met Joe, so.
Oh. She was looking for talent. She was scouting talent. And then she found you. No.
I had to wear it for work.
Oh, okay. But the Bears did draft Caleb Williams. And, you said it already. But, I mean, you went a little farther than, probably should, but I love it. Every true Bears fan, not the guys for our last few months that were like, oh, we should have kept Justin, blah, blah. And I get it, guys. Justin was a great guy. Justin Fields was a nice dude. As far as, being a quarterback, like he could run wonderfully. And he did throw some nice passes every now and then. I'm not saying he didn't.
To DJ Moore.
Nice. To DJ Moore, yes. Now, but when you look at the tape, and you would see that he wasn't the greatest passing quarterback. Now, if you look at the college tape, Caleb Williams, that dude can throw. That dude can toss the pigskin, as they say. So super excited with the. I'm a Bears fan. We're going to talk about your guy here in a second too. I'm a Bears fan.
But does he have an arm like Mahomes?
No, and I don't. I mean, he's talking good. We got to play now. But no.
I mean, does Mahomes has he has he gotten an insignia on his arm? Like, is it insured? All that.
Oh, like Jennifer Lopez's butt back in the day. Is it insured? Is Patrick Mahomes insuring his arm? I don't know.
I mean, I if I was him, I would.
Good call. Good. I mean, so would I. I would actually insure my entire body because I'm Patrick Mahomes. I'd be like, I'm one of the current GOATs, greatest of all times. Not the greatest. He's getting there, but
okay. Think about it. He's only 28.
I know.
And
Sick.
He had all three he's won. He's MVP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's Brady.
Right? No, he hasn't.
Brady was an MVP in the first three he won.
No, he was not. But he hasn't beat Brady though, because I mean, you got to look at
But I'm telling you, in the
at the same point in his career,
that's what I'm saying.
Well played.
Because
Yeah.
Mahomes has a long way to go yet.
But the reason you're mentioning Mahomes so much is that they do player comparisons when players enter the league. And there's 2 quarterbacks, and one of them is from my arch rival. And my boy, I won't mention him because you know, but just think about a musical artist back in the 80s or 90s named Marky Mark. Anyways, but right now, Caleb Williams has been compared to 2 quarterbacks.
Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers, and of course, Patrick Mahomes. So I don't know what he's going to do, but I'm telling you.
I know, like, around the time, like, Aaron Rodgers was really at his peak.
Yes.
He was called, like, the best quarterback, or he could have been the best
quarterback. Could have been. But only going to 1 Super Bowl, he did win it. I
heard, like, overall, he can be a little douchey.
Wow. Well, we're not going to go too strong into the to the douchey meter just yet.
But I mean, we are a fun show. We're not like just strictly facts.
Oh no.
Like
don't come here for facts. Hey,
no,
come here for
our website. We do have a disclaimer.
Don't come. But come here to be informed.
We do like to be fact checked.
Yes. And by the way,
be nice about it. We like to have fun.
Or not be nice about it too. I don't care. Because
But don't like flood our page, please. Like, just say your remark and
Well, so just to kind of finish the subject for a second, like us Bears fans, and I know you love Chiefs, but you're a Bears fan also because of me and your wonderful wife.
I am from Chicago, so I am truly like a fan by heart of all the Chicago teams.
True. But there's a little wagon and a band plays on it.
Yeah, in 2016, I did jump on that wagon because when I was a little kid, I was as a Cubs fan.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. So you went for. I was happy. You know what?
I gave your niece all the Cubs shirts that I had. I'm like, hey, what's up?
Yeah. Don't get high. Get low. Anyways. Yes, you did. You know what? In 2016, I was happy because my grandpa Roy, I didn't. Anyways, my grandparents,
they lived by Wrigleyville. Like,
yes,
it was an awesome thing for them.
Yes.
See it,
and they never got to see it. So I thought about them like, Grandma Tilly and everything. I thought about them like, yeah, they did it, guys.
His grandparents lived like across
in
the street
Wrigleyville,
from
in
Wrigleyville.
In Wrigleyville, basically.
Yeah.
What is Wrigleyville? The other thing of the draft before we move on from it is the Atlanta Falcons with a top 10 pick and having signed Kirk Cousins for almost $200 million for the next 4 years. Almost. Close enough. Decided to draft a quarterback. And the great thing about the draft, and I want to hear from you, great thing about the draft is that, for the most part, when it's done, everybody thinks they got their team better. Why? Because you just, gave your team more talent, and that's, truly the case.
I think that happened on one of the picks, right?
Well, with the Falcons, after already signing Kirk Cousins, they've been panned for this. People have been giving crap for this, and I'm with them on this. Mm-hmm. They drafted Michael Penix Jr. at number 8, right before the Bears picked number 9 and got Rome. And it's been just looked at as just a dumb move,
So wait,
they already had Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
For like $200 million. They're like, here's our quarterback, right?
And then the Michael Penix Jr.
Yes.
He's a quarterback too.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
So they got him.
Yes.
And traded Cousins?
No. They signed Cousins. So Cousins was on the Vikings. And then the Atlanta Falcons signed him.
And he's the starting quarterback.
He'll be the starting quarterback. He's coming off an Achilles tendon, which is always.
But the Penix is the
backup. But Kirk Cousins theoretically is being paid for the next 4 years. So the question being, why would you, do a number 1 pick? Nothing. Now, I will say the Packers many moons ago drafted Jordan Love in the first round when they still had Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers was still awesome because Aaron Rodgers has been an awesome quarterback. Maybe not in the playoffs so much. Anyways, but he's been an awesome quarterback, right? And they still drafted Jordan Love, but they drafted him like 28, 29, whatever the heck. He was like low 20s or something like that, you know?
Mhm.
You fact checkers if I'm wrong and it's like 21. My bad. Anyways. But they drafted him and then he sat for like 3 years, you know?
Yeah, and then now it's paying off.
And last year he threw for 4,000 yards, had 30 touchdowns, both of which there's only one team in all of football that's never had a quarterback do that. And
The Bears?
The Bears, yeah. I wasn't trying to like show you all the tats. I was literally trying to show the shirt so you can see the Bears. But yeah, it's the Bears.
The Bears.
Yes. But and by the way, I think 4,000 yards falls this year with Caleb. I'm not saying 30 tutties, but 40. But Falcons are just looked at as just doing something really dumb. So, anyways, we'll see how it all goes. Again, as a Bears fan, I'm happy. Really quick before we move on, your Chiefs traded up for the second time in like 6 years with the Buffalo Bills. The last time they traded up with the Buffalo Bills, they traded up so they could draft this quarterback named Patrick. And the Chiefs are hurt a little bit. Their number one receiver from last year was involved in something horrendous, might go to jail. So they needed a receiver. They ended up trading up with the Bills to draft a guy named Xavier Worthy, who ran a 4.21, the fastest 40 time of all time. So I just want us both to think for a second that Patrick Mahomes now has a receiver that can run faster than everyone else. So, like, he's just going to run, like, and Patrick's just going to be like, and just, it's a nuts. So, hail to the Chiefs again. Last time they traded with the Bills.
If they go to the Super Bowl again, we're going to be there.
Yeah, because they're going to be playing against the Bears. But they're Bears. I hope so. And you do too, because you know how happy that would make me.
Either way.
No, not either way. Come on. It's going to be the Bears. We're going to do it. We're going to go from 7 wins to the Super Bowl. What up? Anyways, moving on, though, there's something also that's been going down that's pretty big time. And that is the NBA playoffs. The NBA playoffs been going on. You can look up and see what's going on. There's been some completions of series. There's some ones that are going to be gentlemen sweeps, which are 4 to 5. But I want to concentrate on a guy that you and I have been pretty excited about. And that is Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves. What's his name, babe?
Anthony Edwards.
What's his nickname, though?
And he also was on ER.
What's his okay. We got to come back. His nickname's Ant-Man, but we're going to go back. Anthony Edwards, yes. He was on ER. He was also Goose in Top Gun.
Got Top Gun.
Yeah. He was also in Revenge of the Nerds. I think he was Lewis. No, he wasn't Lewis. Lewis was his boy, though. I can't remember his name. His boy's name was Lewis. But Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man. And we have been watching the NBA. And I want to propose something to you that I heard from Kevin Garnett. Have you heard of that? Or not? Sorry. Yeah. Kevin Garnett. You've heard of that name before, right? So Kevin Garnett played with the Minnesota Timberwolves, then went to the Celtics, won a finals with Paul Pierce and Ray Allen on the team. Actually, for a year, went to Farragut Academy in Chicago. Came here for a year and played his senior year. No, we're good. We're good. Senior in high school here. He said something that I want to see you react to. He said when he watches Anthony Edwards play right now, Ant-Man, he sees a rookie year of Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So you and I both watched him, and we've watched him, kick back, hit the three. We've seen him hit the mid range, and then we've also seen him take the hoop. Sometimes a lay up, mostly a yak, when he just dunks it. But you've watched him with me. And I'm going to say, and I want to ask you about this, but I'm going to say this. I don't hate the comparison. He's not Michael Jordan, everybody. If you know me, there's only one GOAT. I mean, if you ask, my brother-in-law, your brother, there's more than one GOAT. But anyway, but there's one GOAT, this Michael. But if you watch him play, he plays with that power. He plays with that just, and he plays defense. And, when you talk about, LeBron, you're talking about Kareem, you're talking about Michael, blah, blah. Michael Jordan was 9 to 10, probably 9. I wish it was 10, but I think it's 9. Time like all defender, right? And LeBron wasn't. I'm just going to put that to use one example. And Anthony Edwards is like, I'm going to destroy you, right?
And how new is he?
I think he's in his 3rd year. Don't kill me, guys. I think he's in his 3rd year. Might be in his 4th, either 3rd or 4th. But he came to the league at like 19, number 1 pick, number 1 overall pick. And all he's done is like, just like somebody else I know, he's been like a phoenix, and he just keeps someone else just keeps rising. Keep like his rookie year, he was good. Then the next year he was better. Then this past year, like he's kind of like probably just going to be the best, player. I mean, he's exciting. And I know you and I
mean, you don't think they might take it in the West?
They could. Now they have to play against the Denver Nuggets in all likelihood. And you know who the Denver Nuggets have on their team.
Yeah.
Who's their big dog?
They got a junior guy.
Who's their big dog though? Who's the big guy?
Nikolai.
Oh, Nikolai. Oh, yes.
So some Porter
Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah.
Whose brother just got suspended for a lifetime for gambling. He was betting on himself. He'd do those parlays, where they're like, oh, they have to score this amount of points, this amount of rebounds.
Yeah.
And he would
like
bet.
In the FanDuel.
Yeah, and he would do that and then make sure he didn't like get those numbers. So he would bet like against it. Like, oh, he's not going to hit 4 points and 3. Seriously, this guy, Michael Porter Jr.'s. But anyways, we're digging Ant-Man. So I'm an Ant-Man fan. I think my wife is I assume as well, right?
Yeah.
Now, what also happened though in this NBA playoffs is the Denver Nuggets, led by Nikola Jokic, got rid of, in a gentleman's sweep, they let the Lakers win again, but let Anthony Davis from Chicago, but most importantly, from a historical standpoint, LeBron James. They beat those guys. They're done. And LeBron James.
They beat the Timberwolves?
No. The Nuggets beat the Lakers. So Nikola Jokic just beat the LeBron. So LeBron's down the floor.
Oh, they won that.
They won that series. Yeah. They went 4-1. They won 4 out of 5 games. Lakers won. But the question now with LeBron is, because he's 39, by the way. And here's what I'll say. I watched Michael play at 39-40, and he was not playing as good as LeBron James is right now. Listen to me. Because if you've listened to me ever, anyone that's ever listened to me talk about Michael Jordan, I say he's best ever, blah, blah, blah. Michael Jordan was not as good at 39 than LeBron just has shown at 39. That's true. I'm going to give that. Now, at 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, I'll give it to Michael. But at 39, I will give it to, right?
Yeah.
So there's 3 things that can happen with LeBron, and I want to hear your thoughts on this. So LeBron right now can retire and just be like, hey, it's been real. I've just dominated the league for the last 20-something years. I'm good, right? And I'm done. He can come back with the Lakers, or because he has a player option, he can opt out of his contract and he could sign with another team. Now, before I ask you this question on what you think he might do, his son is going to be in the league next year. There might be some nepotism that's going to help that, but that doesn't matter. And he's always stated he wants to play with his son. So what do you think is going to happen with LeBron? Is he going to retire? Is he going to come back to the Lakers? Or is he going to go to another team? What do you think?
I think he might go to another team, the team that his son is going to be on.
Okay. But what if the Lakers draft his son? Then he'll just stay with the Lakers, right?
Right.
So you're saying he's probably going to stick around and try to play with his son.
Exactly.
You remember Ken Griffey Jr.? Remember that name from baseball? You know his first year that he played with the Seattle Mariners? He got to play with his father. His father was on the team.
Oh, really?
Isn't that beautiful?
That's cool.
Yeah. I hope LeBron, I hope that all happens, to be honest. I just, because no matter how you feel about him, and I'm from Chicago, he's not the GOAT with me. But nothing but props for him, and that'd be cool. Let's talk really quick about Major League Baseball. Our teams are, well, first off, the team that both of us don't really like. The Cubbies are in first, and they got all these injuries too. This is not right. Your Cardinals, they're under 500, but not horribly under 500, but under 500.
They still have a chance.
Still the second best baseball franchise of all time, as my wife, I think, said a couple episodes ago after the Yankees. They have the most championships. Nothing but props. I like being married to a Cardinals fan because we both don't like the Cubs, so that's kind of cool too. So I like that. And then my team, Chicago White Sox, continue after sweeping a team over the weekend. They're still worst team in baseball. And
wait, they swept somebody?
Yeah, the Tampa Bay Rays. They swept them.
But aren't they like the second suckiest team?
We don't need to discuss that. That's not fair. That's not right. But it's probably true. But anyways, but they have anyways, it's pathetic. I went on my diatribe before. So that's catching up on baseball. Also, side note, Mike Trout, you know who Mike Trout is?
A fisherman?
Should be. If it would be so apropos if he was like the GOAT fisherman. Like, ladies and gentlemen, from the Chicago, Michael Trout. But no, he's only one of the greatest baseball players of all time. He, again, is going to go on the injured reserve list. So anyways, that's our baseball talk. We'll talk more when we decide, hey, let's talk about that. And if you guys want to suggest things we can talk about, we are down with that as well, right? Like, we are so
yeah,
cool
you guys know how to get in touch with us.
Right. She killed it, to tell you earlier. But, I want to move away from sports for a second. Just for a second.
Actually, I wanted to let you know that Livy Dune, a gymnast from LSU, she just got a LNI deal.
Okay.
Not many college students are getting these.
Nice.
Caitlin Clark, of course, and Caleb Williams. But she's a gymnast.
And she got an NIL deal.
NIL.
Yeah. Name, image, and likeness.
So it's with a company called Passes. It's like a digital company that help people do all that type of digital stuff.
Oh wow.
So she got somewhat of a $3 million deal.
Oh, nice.
And she's just killing it with the gymnastics.
That's awesome. Okay, cool.
Livy Dune. Yes.
Livy Dune. There was a movie called Dune.
Angel Reese's school, LSU.
And we're going to talk about the WNBA next week.
Yeah.
Because right now they're just practicing, but they're going to start playing next week, and we're coming back to that. And spoiler alert, we're going to concentrate on two teams and two teams only primarily when it comes to WNBA talk, if I may.
Well,
and
I like the LA Sparks, and there's some good players on like the Mercury, Phoenix Mercury.
Yeah, well,
Dallas Wings. I mean, there's talent all around. So.
Yeah, but I still think our podcast will probably talk more about some Midwest teams.
I don't want to say just exclusive. I want to try to talk.
Flip it all around.
Yeah, just like we do with the men's sport.
Inform.
Yeah.
Call us 411, right? Because we're going to give them information.
Right. Yeah, just because we focus on the men's team and we're all around. Just with the women's team, I want to be.
I'm with you. I agree, and I want to be part of it.
And I'll bring it.
Oh, nice. Bringing it. I want you to bring it with this too. So there's this whole thing. We're going to get a little serious, but not really, but yes, but not. But yeah. There's this whole thing going around the internet right now. And it's really hilarious to watch some of the men respond to this, by the way, because those men are probably what the women are actually talking about. But anyways, true story. But there's this whole thing about whether or not a woman should trust any bear or any man, right? You've seen this, am I right?
Yeah, it's an actual study they did.
Yeah. A psychological study, which I love. I was a psychology guy. We both love psychology, by the way. A big fan. What is your thoughts on the whole thing?
Well, yeah, I am very a people person, so
Yeah.
I can talk easily to strangers. Like I'm I have a salesy type of personality. So, but I like no, I wouldn't just go with like a random man.
So can you?
But like if I had a choice to go with a bear, and like I don't think like the bear's going to be like, okay, I'm going to get her and take her, like
Can you tell us all a situation appropriately, of course, of a situation where you were literally like, I swear I would rather be with a bear right now.
Yeah. Yeah, like first dates.
First dates.
First dates.
Had some uncomfortable ones.
Yeah.
What's one that was like so uncomfortable that you were like, God, I don't know how to freaking get out of this?
Oh, well, I have. I just go to the bathroom and, say like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I have to go. My family, there's an emergency. And I'm like, let me give you some money for the drink. And
really?
Like, no. He's like, no, it's okay.
But what has the guy done and or like what bless you, or like what vibe has he given you that you're like, I got to go to the bathroom and be like, I'm good?
I mean, it's just like you can tell that. I mean, that they're sleazy. They're like,
yeah.
They're
not to be trusted.
They're just they're not there for getting to know you.
Any other thoughts on this? I don't want to be like the man that's stifling the.
It's like, okay, so a bear, a friendly bear, and there are bears that are friendly.
Well, but we don't want to hang out with any bears and try to determine that. But I agree, there must be some.
See, a bear's intention is either to harm you or to protect you.
Okay.
And most men, unless they're married, or most guys, there are a few guys like you, or good guys. Most guys just want to have sex with women.
Right.
Most guys, if they're with a girl, all they want to do is have sex with you. And a bear,
if you don't mess with it, it's probably not going to mess with you.
It's like if you're just like, like, oh, I mean, it's kind of a tough subject, but I think like if you find a friendly bear, like let's just say bears are friendly, if that is like the case, then I'd rather be with that bear, because man, even though he's like, the same species as me, he's gonna probably want to like try to have sex with me and try to get me drunk.
Being a proud uncle of a niece, being a proud husband, being a proud son to two different mothers, by the way. I hate that there's a thing on the internet going on about a bear. But anyways, thank you so much for sharing and being so sweet. Thank you guys so much for joining us for the show. Sorry to get down a little crazy there, but you know what? Sometimes got to use that knocker, And
you can't trust people like you could in the olden days.
Nah, you couldn't trust people then either. They just didn't have cell phones. But anyways, trust yourself. Trust your loved ones.
Make good choices.
Have fun. Keep smiling. We love you. See you next week.